I went to Europe to do my spaghetti western, and before I left, I'd done a series of commercials for Nestle's Quick, in which I played a spoof on James Bond, Captain Quick. And evidently, while I was working in Europe, the people at ABC and Greenway Productions, our executive producer on Batman, the late Bill Dozier, and Fox people had seen those commercials. I didn't know it, but I came back from Europe for a visit, and I'd been offered a number of movies in Europe to go back. And my agent said, once again, "Kid, a bird in hand, they want to see out there at Fox, and this is a big project. They're really beating the drums. It's a very expensive deal, and they want to see you for the title role." And I said, "Lou, what's it called?" He said, "Batman." Lou, look, I'm trying to have a serious career here. I don't think, "Yeah, you gotta see him. It's a big, big thing." Bless him. I went out there and met with Bill Dozier and a few of the others, and I read the pilot script, and I knew after 20 pages it was the kind of comedy, the kind of thing I wanted to do. And so once again, Lou played the hand right. He said, "My client's going back to Europe, or if you'll sign him right now." And they said, "Well, yeah, we want him." They said, "There's one request, a favor. There's a young guy that we've seen. If you'll do a little test with him to see if the chemistry's right." And that was Burt Ward, who played Rob. And I said, "Of course," because I wanted that right too. And but I signed to do Batman right away. I never had an extensive comic book collection, but I do remember reading Batman because I found a stash of Batman comics, I think in a barn on the ranch. And when I was 10 or 11 years old, and I became a little bit fascinated with this character. And because of the comedic or different approach that we were taking at Fox and the liberties with Batman, and also the kind of salute we were making to the comic books, it became something that I really enjoyed because the kids loved the excitement and, running around in the cape and tights, and the crazy villain guests who were wonderful. And as you got a little older, you saw the fun stuff, and it became theater of the absurd, and I enjoy that. The tone of our first show by Lorenzo Semple Jr., which was considered, in a sense, the pilot, although it was scheduled to go on the air, the tone was one of absurdity and tongue-in-cheek, to the point I found it irresistible. And I think they recognized that in me from what they'd seen me do before. And from, I think, the outset, the first show, the pilot, I pretty much understood the material and brought something to it, because you can't play Batman in a very serious, square-jawed, straight-ahead way without giving the audience a sense of maybe there's something behind that mask trying to get out, and that he's a little crazed, he's strange. I actually signed the contract the same day that I read the script, and with the only restriction or request being that I test with Burt Ward to see whether he was right for the sidekick job.